No, we didn't work for NASA.
But we did name the drone.
No, we're not secret agents.
And no, I'm not a wildlife relocation specialist.
And no, I'm not a military jet fighter pilot.
And no, I did not invent sticker adhesive.
And no, I'm not a doctor.
And no, I'm not an accountant.
No, I didn't write bad dad jokes for some comedians out there.
But he could have.
Maybe. No stock in Whataburger. Wasn't the CEO. And I wasn't the taste tester, but that would have been fun.
That would have. No, we were not treasure hunters in the Caribbean either. So, who are we?
Well, let's find out after we roll the intro.
Are you excited? Bury that or move on and walk right out. I'm up all night, keep pretending. Save the world. I'm up all night, keep talking, yeah. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Wiki, hurry, hurry.
Oh, man. Oh, okay.
Man, I didn't think we were gonna get here in time.
Oh, man, that happened quick. I
Way
mean, like,
quick.
really quick. Okay, first off, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We didn't really believe that we'd ever get to 50,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
people that enjoy
knew?
watching us.
And
Yeah.
who knew they'd be interested in what we do?
Oh man, no kidding. I mean, it's been 2 years on this journey, longer for us in our actual journeys, but on YouTube, it's been 2 years, and wow, just we're just overwhelmed with all the support and the love that we've gotten from everybody over these past 2 years.
Yeah, and the likes and the comments really motivates David to just keep putting a video out every single week, so I have time to boujo.
That is true. So the questions we've gotten lately have been, who are you guys? You know, where did you come from? How did you start? And, you know, were you secret agents?
Yeah. But we're not.
That's
and,
right.
And this video is probably long overdue because, frankly, we didn't think the channel was going to go anywhere.
We really
So-
didn't. We started this thing and we thought, oh, if we get to 10, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
And here we are at 50,000.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
That blows
Thank
us
you
away.
guys so much.
Yeah. So let's get into those questions that everybody has and let's just answer them.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Did they have questions?
Oh, they had a lot of questions.
So, the number one asked question, or maybe number two,
Yeah.
what's up with all the NASA names? Did we work for NASA?
Yeah, really. We didn't work for NASA. We just enjoy space exploration, and Star Trek.
And Star Wars.
Yeah.
Anything spacey stuff. I think my favorite movie is The Martian with Matt Damon.
Oh, yeah. That's a good movie.
So anything spacey we love.
Yeah, so we just enjoy that, and that's why the name's sort of a tribute to all of that.
Yeah. But we do know a NASA rocket scientist, though.
That's true.
Okay. Okay, so this might be the number one question. What did we do for a living?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, we definitely weren't truck drivers. Really.
No.
I was in logistics and purchasing, procurement, inventory control. Nothing really exciting. Yeah. And
So I got my degree in electrical engineering, and I was in engineering for about 10 years, and then I moved over to the dark side of sales, and it just kind of stuck with me.
Yeah.
And throughout the years, we ended up, we kind of moved up through the ranks and got into corporate positions, and then we retired from corporate America.
what's up with the spreadsheets?
Oh, the shame.
I'm always asking that.
No, you're always asking questions about our travels.
That's true. that creates another spreadsheet.
That's right. So I just keep building and building and building. So I love data. I love tracking data. I love analyzing, looking for trends. And
That is true.
And I go way back to Lotus 123 when you go Alt FS for file save. Then that was long before the mouse came out. But yeah, so I just love tracking data. I
Yep.
love Excel spreadsheets. I do
She
a lot
tracks what we eat.
Oh, I
how
track
many times we've
everything.
had a certain lunch.
everything.
Everything.
And and also when I had moved into management, I had to do a lot of financial reviews in front of our board. So that's where I really got onto the financial side of things with numbers and budgeting. And if you want an example of how much we track, you could post a link to our expenses video.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you can watch them squirm.
That was not a
Okay.
fun video.
So this is one of my favorite questions.
Okay.
Was David an engineer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I don't know whether that's a compliment or a dig on me, actually.
Well, you're an engineer through osmosis.
Yeah, I am. And I seem like it sometimes because I approach things kind of sometimes in an analytical way, but
do.
not as detailed as she does.
No, but the funny thing
She's
is,
the engineer,
to
not
watch
me.
him, we get something from IKEA. David will lay out the directions, and then he'll lay out all the parts in the exact same order that it's showing on the directions. And then he literally follows and gets all the tools out. So if you watch the video on the water pump, that's him laying everything out. He does that for everything. That was not for the video.
Yeah, that's true. That's
And
true. Yeah.
so it's really cute to watch you lay
I
everything
tell
out.
you, many years of putting Barbie toys and houses and campers together for our daughter. So you learn.
Next question is, were we previous truck drivers?
Yeah.
And do we have a CDL?
Yeah. So no CDL because the truck is private. Out of Texas, it's a non-commercial Class A endorsement, and that's all you need. No air brake endorsement, even though we have air brakes and air suspension. So, and we're never truck drivers. Matter of fact, the first time we really got into a truck was when we picked up
Voyager.
at the dealership.
Right.
Yeah. So it was a scary moment, but yeah.
So
But-
it's probably not a bad idea to at least take the CDL class, but
I think it's a
with
good
us,
idea.
we have 180,000 miles, and I looked up the data, and
She had
so
it.
in the almost 9 years of full timing, we have done 668 stops.
Wow.
And most of, so that's 668 times of
668.
parking. Probably 80% of the time we're unhooking, 668 times pulling the slides in and out, backing in places. So experience has been a really good teacher for us.
Yeah, it
But for
really
you-
has. And actually, with a stop, an overnight stop, the slides go in and out more than 668 times. That's actually going to be 1,336 times.
What?
Yeah, because the slides go in and then they go out, or vice versa.
Well, I only track the number of times we stop. I don't track how many, in and out.
Well, I'm not going to ask that question because she'll start tracking
Yes. Every time he asks a question, I add a new column to the spreadsheets.
that. Next question.
Okay, where did we meet?
Is that really a question?
That was a lot
People
of
care?
Yes, they care about how we met.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, we worked at the same company. I was in transportation procurement, and I was in charge of moves. And she was a new engineer that just
A
got
new
hired.
hire,
Yeah.
right out of college.
HR person came up to me, the manager, and she said, "David, you may want to handle this move personally."
And he
Wink,
did.
wink.
And he totally messed it up. So I was stuck at a hotel. He lost my stuff. I was stuck at a hotel for like 6 weeks.
You got 6 weeks of free room and board.
Well, that wasn't very fun living in a hotel. And that's why
But it
I
was
love
free.
RVing so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how we met. He
Yep.
lost my stuff.
She had to get that one in.
I did. Okay, next question is, how do we decide to full-time?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was actually kind of easy because we'd been camping for 25 years, all throughout our working. career. We enjoyed
Love
camping,
camping.
backpacking, tent camping, and then later on in life, it was
RV.
RVing and such. Yeah, we had a couple of campers, so that was really nice. So we enjoyed that. We also, because of our company, through relocations and promotions and such, we moved like, what was it, eight or nine times?
8 times
Eight
in
times.
27 years. And not only did we move, we went house to apartment to house to apartment to house to apartment. And so we're just throughout our married life, we were used to moving. And also
Yeah.
both of our childhoods, we both moved a lot.
Yeah, so we really didn't have a hometown that we had sort of an anchor to,
Yeah.
and that we had roots to. So for us, when it came time to think about retiring, it was sort of a no-brainer for us. Yeah, we just said, yeah, let's do full-timing. And we did it whole hog.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we sold everything.
Everything.
And what we didn't sell, our daughter took.
And if I wanted some things back, she wouldn't give it back to me.
Yeah,
So
and they're still going through that today. Even.
we are. We're still negotiating that one.
That's right. Also, we decided to full-time, not because of anything that COVID created or any changes that was brought about by COVID. We were full-timing long before
Yeah.
COVID came about.
2016?
2016 is when we actually got into it traveling, but 2015, we were transitioning into it, into our home, our trailer. And yeah, so as far as an exit strategy, you know, every time we're driving around the country, we always look at places saying, oh, could we live there? Could we live there?
Yeah.
And there's several
we drop
places.
anchor. There's
Yeah.
a few places, but I don't know.
We're not ready yet.
We're not even near ready. So when we started this process, I put together a spreadsheet, and it was a 40-year plan. And so we're now 9 years into it, and we have 31 more years to go. And I'm a little worried because I don't know if we're going to cover everything in that 31 years.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
It's gonna be
folks.
really
It's going to be
close.
really close. So we got to keep hitting it.
Yeah, so we're pretty much just now getting started.
Yeah, so no exit strategy. We know we're going to have to develop one at some point, but we're thinking that's going to be in maybe 30 years.
Yeah. So what's next? People want to know what's up with what's next.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's funny. We used to say that. Our daughter
Actually, she started it.
She came
Thanks,
up with
Jordan.
that, yeah. And she said, you know, because we're always doing something, we're always on a vacation. When we took vacations, we're always doing activities. And so she'd always say, well, what's next? You
She'd
know?
get on a ride and we'd get off the ride. What's next? What's next?
That's right. She was excited. You know, we'd go to a campground and we'd go a hike. She's like, oh, what's next? You know, we'd whitewater raft. What's next? And it's a
Yeah.
campfire. So, yeah, so that was from our daughter.
And she rubbed off on us. So now every time before we're actually leaving a campground, it's like, oh, what's next?
Yeah, exactly. She actually had that on the back of her hat at graduation. And we think Clemson copied that the next year for
They
their
did.
slogan.
That was their slogan the following
What's
year.
next?
Good job, Jordan. Next question, do we have a home base?
Oh, yeah. Well, no.
No, not even close. Like what David mentioned before, we've moved so much that we don't have ties to any one place.
Yeah.
We love all of America and Mexico and Canada. So
Yeah. So we're 52 weeks. We're on the road. Now, there are a few places where we'll stop for a couple of weeks on occasion. Our daughters will be for 2 to 3 weeks at the
Christmas,
holidays.
yeah.
But mostly it's almost every week we're on the road.
Yeah.
We want to see America.
yeah. So not only do we not own a house, we don't own a lot, we don't own storage. I mean, what you guys see is what we have.
We brought it all
We brought
with us.
it all. And so yeah, we don't have anything.
Nope.
We have a mailbox.
We do in Texas.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's where our domicile is
That's right.
in Texas.
That's exactly right.
So how do we survive not being around the grandkids?
Oh, yeah.
Well, FaceTime. I don't know how people were able to full-time before the internet, really, because, I mean, as much research as you do planning and as much FaceTiming as we do, it really helps. As a matter of fact, side story, we were FaceTiming with our daughter a couple of days ago, and we were bougioing. We had our bougio date night. and she said that, so our son, I don't know if I should tell this story. Yeah, what the heck. So our grandson had to go to the emergency room because they thought he broke his finger. And so Jordan was scrambling, trying to keep him happy in the emergency room. And so she got on her phone and she's, went on YouTube and she's looking for Bluey and all these other seasons. Now, he's only 2 years old.
Yep.
Well, because she's actually subscribed to us finally, one of the videos came up on the feed, and our grandson John saw it, and he went, "Paka," and she's like, "Huh?" And he said, "Paka, Nana." So Jordan's like, "Okay."
Sure.
So
she hit play.
She hit play, and so our little 2-year-old was watching Paka do
Yep.
something. I don't know.
Yeah,
but-
I don't know which video it was, but he was happy and quiet and content. And
Yeah.
actually, the nurse came up finally, and she said, "Oh, what are you watching?" And Jordan said, "Oh, my parents have a YouTube channel." And she's like, "Oh, really? Well, that's kind of interesting." And started talking. Jordan's like, "Wait a second, my child is here. We're trying to get him checked."
Yeah, this is an emergency. We think he broke his finger.
So that was kind of funny.
Yeah, so sorry for the sidebar, but
Really?
anyhow. Speaking of kids, do we have fur kids, fur babies?
No.
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 And I don't think we ever will. We
No,
had a cat
definitely
once.
not.
Our daughter had a cat once, and for us, that's just too much responsibility.
Yeah,
And-
and we don't want to be tied to having to get back to the house, the trailer, at a certain time. We can't be gone more than 4 hours or 5 hours,
Yeah.
and sometimes we get this wander bug and we're gone all day long.
All day long.
So, yeah, we didn't want that responsibility. Plus, that's why we have friends that have fur babies and pets.
Yeah,
and
so we
such.
can get our fur fix
Yeah.
from our friends' fur fix.
Exactly.
Yeah, and also speaking of when we have friends who actually have stick and bricks, if we need to hang out with them and get some projects done, we do that as well.
Yep, very true.
Yeah, so it's good to have friends like that. Okay, big question here. You got this early on. Are you related to Duke?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have gotten that question quite a bit. Yeah, so grew up in Hawaii, and Duke is my uncle. My father was his next oldest brother. So it was really cool. Got to meet Duke, got to hang out with him
Surf with him.
early on and surf with everyone. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So that's the tie with
Yep.
Kahanamoku.
Yep.
Okay, this is the question my mother asks all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Are we supported by Whataburger?
Yeah. Oh, gee. No. No. Actually, no, we're not.
No.
We're not sponsored by anybody.
Or Chester's?
Yeah, really. I just enjoy Whataburger. It's just a chain that I enjoy the taste of it. I enjoy the burger, and I just like it. So yeah, no, we're not sponsored. I wasn't the ex-CEO of Whataburger. I didn't have stock in them or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just like them. And anytime I get a survey, which is almost every time we visit, that's a free number one. Yeah, and I always fill that out, and I always use that.
He does. You're hoarding them, I think.
I am. I've got like 4 or 5.
Okay, this is a huge question. People look at our rig and they look at us and they ask the question, how can we afford to do all this?
Yeah, well, it's definitely not off of YouTube earnings.
Or sponsors or Patreon or any of
That's
like
right.
that.
We don't sell anything on the channel. It's just our travels, and
Right.
we want to keep it that way. We just, for years, 35 working years, we had a budget.
Very strict budget.
Yeah, we stuck to it. We took vacations.
to it.
Yeah, well, I stuck to it. I got us going on it.
Yes, he started it, I finished it.
That's exactly right. And we just nose to the grindstone, just worked hard. We were prudent with what we spent, and
That's the survey coupons.
exactly. And we had the goal of what we wanted to reach and when we wanted to retire, and we just sort of worked towards that goal. Now we
Yeah.
didn't give up today for tomorrow.
No.
We still had vacations every year and such, but it was something that we knew we wanted to do, and that was in our makeup. We
Yeah.
didn't feel like we needed to spend money frivolously to enjoy life.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff out there that you don't need money to enjoy.
Yeah, and there's some awesome motivational stickers out there that say less stuff, more memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all about the memories.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, so no stock windfall. You know,
No lottery.
No lottery. Nothing like that. It was just good hard work.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're not even on a pension. It's everything that we have is what we saved up for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it would be nice to be on a pension right now.
Yeah, and have company health insurance, but we don't have that either.
Nope.
We have insurance. Well, you have Medicare now.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of affording things, so this is part of the 40-year budget that I put together. We assumed that we were going to do a lot more work camping. So that's the
Yeah.
question, do we work camp?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
We made it one time.
one time, and we actually, I don't know, I guess we don't have the right theory on what work camping's all about, right? We volunteered, so we didn't get paid anything, for the National Park Service up at Yellowstone. We were camp hosts, and that was a blast.
Oh, it was like the perfect camp hosting
It was.
situation.
really
The
nice.
rangers that we worked for were phenomenal. Just
It was a
wonderful.
great experience.
It was.
We were on 2 days. We worked about 10, 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
And then we were off for 4 days.
And those 4 days, we were exploring the park.
Oh,
I
yeah.
probably took 50,000 pictures that summer, and
day.
the wildlife and the landscapes, the geology was incredible.
Yeah, we really enjoyed that, but we volunteered for the National
Yeah.
Park Service. But we did get a free site.
Yeah, we did.
And that was great. And uniforms.
Yes,
that
we
was
got,
cool.
Oh, geez, his uniform. Yes, he loved his uniform.
That was neat.
But what's interesting is what we learned about ourselves is we were there for 4 months.
4 months.
4 months,
Yeah.
and that was too long for us. That's why we're always on the move every week to 2 weeks, because 4 months is a long term. So probably we'll never do that again unless we can get that perfect situation in that perfect place.
Probably. And
Yeah.
it's hard to beat Yellowstone.
The next question is, where did I get my sunglasses from? That's probably the second or third largest question that we get. So I actually got these at the Tampa RV show. There's a vendor there in one of the buildings, and he's there every single year.
Every year.
So I did try to get in touch with him, and I couldn't. So we have a Facebook group, and one of the ladies on the Facebook group, she found these or something similar to this on Amazon. So what I did is I went through I forgot, gosh, I didn't even think about buying something on Amazon. So I went through Amazon and I found something similar, different color, but they have lots of different colors, not
Yeah.
this blue. So David has a Big Truck, Big Travels Amazon store, and he has allotted a little bitty tiny shelf space for me and for some of my
Which is
Bujo,
growing.
which is growing. So I've got the Bujo stuff and the link to these glasses. So we bought the glasses and I measured them. I didn't get the calipers out, but I got them measured and I weighed them and everything. And they are truly exactly the same as these.
Yep.
And I think I ordered black and I've already lost them. Actually, I left them in the porta potty at Wormslow in Savannah. But anyhow,
Oh, yeah.
so if anybody has found them,
Yeah.
so that's where I've got them, and you can get them similar or the same ones, just different colors on the Amazon link
Yeah,
thing.
in the Amazon store, we make something on it, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. But the main reason for Amazon was so that everyone would have a place they could go and actually see a product that we happen to use. We're not endorsing anything. This is just stuff that we use and
Yeah.
we've purchased. And if people have a question, it's an easy place to go to actually see it.
Yeah, and like get a part number or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Whether you choose to buy it on Amazon or not, that's up to you
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah, if it's more expensive on Amazon, I wouldn't buy it.
Oh,
on
I
there.
wouldn't either,
You know,
yeah.
just go wherever it's cheapest.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the last, I guess, biggest question. I don't know if is it the biggest question?
No, but there's another one coming up.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Oh yeah. Don't
Oh,
look at it.
yeah. Okay. So another question we get is, Why did we start the YouTube channel?
Especially so late in the game on our full-time travels.
Yeah, really. So we've been out there almost 9 years. The channel's 2 years old. So yeah, why all of a sudden did we start? And really it was sort of caving into peer pressure.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people. We do some presentations at some rallies because we've got experience out there that we've been traveling so many miles and such over the years that the people that hold these HDT rallies have asked us to do some presentations. So we've done it. And after the presentation, people would come up and say, "Oh, do you have a YouTube channel? That would be great," you know? And we said, no,
It's too much work. We're retired.
Yeah, we're too busy.
What really tipped the scale for us was we started getting a lot of people like at campgrounds and stuff that would say, "Oh, well, you must not travel very much because you're so big.
Yeah.
I bet you stay at these big RV resorts for months at a time."
Yeah.
And I just want to say, well, bless your little heart.
But yeah, so we did it also to show people out there that you can travel in a big rig. You don't have to have like a van or a Class B or a Class C. We took ours up to Alaska. We were doing some scouting and wanted to make sure, but we've taken the big rig up to Alaska before.
And we're going back up in Orion.
Yeah. So you don't have to be in a small unit to have fun, to see the country and to see every place. We've been Alaska to the Keys. We've been through all the state national parks in California and up through the West Coast.
Yeah.
We've just enjoyed it. And you don't have to be small to be mobile and to enjoy this country.
But it takes a lot of planning. He's
That
the
it
trip
does.
planner, and you spend a lot of time on Google Earth doing a lot of research
Yeah.
on can we fit or not.
Yeah, that is true. I'll get out there on the satellite view. I'll measure. I'll check places. We never go any place that I haven't actually seen before on Google. So that is very true. But I enjoy it. I like to do the planning. I like to see where we can go and some of the unique and beautiful places. But one of the other things too that we wanted to accomplish with the channel is we didn't want it to be like, I'm going to say like a lot of other YouTube channels. We don't really do any DIYs.
No.
I've done a couple, but that was just a project that I wanted to do, and it really wasn't out there at all. We wanted to share our experience with that. We don't do sponsors, as we mentioned earlier. We don't hawk a product, e-bikes or bedding or this great solar generator thing or whatever it happens to be. And I get a lot of requests through emails.
Oh, it's crazy.
Every day.
Every day you're getting emails, try our product, try our product.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
It's like, no. We're
Yeah.
going to use the products that we use, but we're not going to hawk them because we're not the experts.
No.
No,
by far not.
And we're not going to pass ourselves off as experts with regards to any of that stuff.
And plus, I think that's going to impact the integrity of our memories with these videos.
Yeah, because that's what our channel is about. It's about our memories, it's about our travels, and we're excited that 50,000 people wanted to come along with us on that journey. That kind of blows us away.
Whew, just gave me goosebumps.
But yeah, that's what the channel's about. It's about our journeys. It's about our life on the road, and that's,
so in
it's
31
not a
years,
business.
when we wind up in assisted living, we
Yeah.
can just hit the binge watch playlist and we can relive our life. And I don't want to be seeing, sponsorship type things.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see mid-rolls. I tell you, that is the most annoying thing in the world to me, it just kind of ruins the moment.
Yeah. Once you
Yeah.
get kind of going on a video, and then you got to stop.
Yeah. And just so you know, David does all the editing, most of the videography. I do the picture taking. And he used to do home videos, so it just didn't magically happen. So you've had
That's
some
true.
experience. When we go on vacation like Disney,
Mm-hmm.
you did all the video, I did all the pictures, and you would create like a 3 or 4 hour long movie of our week-long visit, let's say, to Disney.
Yeah.
And I love those.
Yeah, those are really cool.
And the best part about the channel is now he has something to do so I can boucho some more.
Yeah, she felt like I was bored.
So keep doing the comments and motivating him to do more and more. Go, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
More videos. So more
Yeah.
stickers for me. So speaking of sharing and giving back to the RV community, again, this is not a business. We had no idea where this channel was going to go.
Yeah.
But people were asking questions about, like our expenses, the Alaska itinerary. And we don't have a website or anything, and YouTube doesn't allow to share pictures or spreadsheets or anything like that. So we did start a Facebook group. It's called Big Truck, Big Travels, and then that allows me to share spreadsheets. Like the other day, someone wanted to know the recipe for that cake, the microwave cake, so I put it on there. The macaroni and cheese recipe, I tried that, so those kinds of things, we're posting that onto the Big Truck, Big Travels Facebook group, and that's been received really well.
Yeah.
And you guys are great, by the way. It's just, they're hilarious, and
It's a great community,
It
people
is.
answering questions and asking questions, and it's fantastic.
And what I really like about it is sometimes we may go 1 or 2 weeks and we're just slammed and we don't have time to go on and comment. But a lot of the people on the Facebook group, our friends, they know the answers to the questions and they will just jump right in and answer for us.
Yep.
So we really, really do appreciate that. And then when we finally settle down, for a couple of days, then we'll go back on and answer the question again, just so yeah, we saw your question. We're gonna answer it. Okay.
The big one.
The big one. It's the big one, Wheezy. Did we come up with a name for the drone?
Yeah.
I think that is one of the most asked questions again.
All right, so we did.
Yeah.
We had a lot of great
I
suggestions.
think there was like 80 suggestions.
Man,
I mean,
you guys were great.
Yeah, some of them were awesome. I love some of them, but
Some were fun.
we did have to stick with the space vehicle name.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. So we have decided to name the drone
Drum roll.
Ingenuity.
Yes.
That's right, after the Mars hover copter.
Right.
Yeah,
But
so-
after what happened last week, maybe the yellow submarine.
Maybe. I think I might have a nickname for it of What a Drone.
Yeah, that was
Kinda
a
like
great
that
suggestion.
one too. All right, so that's it.
No, one
oh,
more.
Really?
One more.
There's one more?
There is one more question. Save the best for
Guys,
last.
what are you doing?
You are
Okay.
not getting a boat.
Oh,
So, no more suggestions. That he doesn't need encouragement on the boat. He has the kayak, and we might be doing a boat ride in a couple of days,
we will be doing a boat ride.
but you're
in a couple
not
days.
getting a boat.
I probably am not.
Now, maybe if you get to 1 million subscribers, we might be talking different.
Oh.
But
Okay, well,
for
then
right now,
there's an incentive then. I still want a boat. All right, so is that it?
yes, that
Okay.
is it.
Wow. You guys are killing me out there, man. All right, so so that's it.
That's who we are.
Man, that's in a nutshell.
Nothing really exciting.
This is a
but
big nutshell for this video, but man, thank you guys for coming
yes,
along on the journey.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being there and for all the support every week. We really appreciate
Yes,
it.
we do.
All the people that we've met out there on the
Oh,
road.
y'all are fantastic.
Yeah.
We've really, really enjoyed. Thank you so much for coming up and knocking on the door and introducing yourselves. We've had great conversations.
Yeah, and thank you for not knocking on the door at 10 at night.
Yeah.
But for the people that we've met and for the people that we're gonna meet in the future, we've had some great experiences. People have been so gracious of their time to
Yeah.
show us around places and to kind of take us under their wing.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to
What's next?
what's next. That's exactly
know.
right. We don't know, but when we find out, you're going to find out because you're going to be coming along with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and we'll see you next week. In 2016, we left our desk jobs and retired from corporate America, sold everything, and sought out the wide open spaces of America in our new home. Voyager, a 2016 Volvo 780 that takes us to many places. Orion, our 2019 custom-built home on wheels. And Pathfinder, a 2016 Smart for Two, you might say the yin to Voyager's yang. The names were taken from NASA missions to explore the final frontier, so we too have a passion for discovery. Our curiosity is a driving force in the places we go, the routes that will take us there, and the sights that we'll see and experience. Out of this desire to explore, it was only fitting that curiosity was born to our RV family. Traveling across this country, our journey is the destination. So come along with us to discover what's next.